Welcome to J Mo with Josh and Joe. It is Tuesday, May 31st, and the finals are set, dude. Golden State Warriors versus the Boston Celtics.
It's here.
It is here. I'm pretty pumped. You know what I'm really pumped about?
What's that?
My predictions for the Western Eastern Conference Finals were exactly how I predicted. I predicted Golden State in 5 and Boston in 7. I'm happy.
That is true.
Yeah,
that is true.
I pat myself on the back. Now, here's the reason why I got that right. The reason I got that right is because I said it and didn't bet on it. Now,
okay. When the money gets involved, then it's like it goes.
Then I don't. Then I lose. I lose every time. But because there was zero money involved, I won. I didn't win. I just got it right. All right. Let's talk about Let's talk about Game 5. The Golden State Warriors versus the Mavericks. I think the Warriors had this game from the start. Like I think that like there wasn't much in question. I mean, you kind of knew that it was going to happen, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, my gut feeling was saying otherwise, but we all saw how that went.
Mm-hmm. I mean, Klay Thompson showed up finally, which is good to see.
Yep,
he had a hell of a game.
That's what sealed it. For sure. With his 32 points, he was 8 for 16 on three-pointers.
Right? He was 12 for 25 field goals.
Yeah.
He had himself a game. It was kind of funny. There was a rain delay in an indoor arena. You remember that?
You talking about for Game 4?
Was that Game 4?
Yep.
Okay, yeah. No, there was a leak in the arena. That was kind of funny. Mark Cuban was livid, fucking livid.
Oh, I know, right? I mean, as much money as he has, like that should not be happening in his stadium. That should not
be happening. No, he was very, very angry.
That Game 4 was a crazy game because they had it was the leak in the stadium at halftime, which I thought was going to help Golden State turn that game around, and they would kind of have a Superdome 2.0 when the lights went out during the Super Bowl against San Fran and the Ravens.
The Ravens, yeah.
Yep. So I thought that was going to happen, and then while they were delaying that, what was it? Charles Barkley comes out and just shits on San Francisco.
He took a giant dump on him. He's like, yo, San Fran, y'all need to fucking clean up the fucking homeless, man. It's so fucking dirty.
Is that your Charles Barkley?
Yeah, it sounds more like Shaq, but
Yeah, a little more Shaq.
Yeah, they both just sound like they're deer in the headlights look while they're talking. Well, I have the worst golf swing ever. But... yeah, unfortunately, it's not. That crew is not going to be the one going to San Francisco and doing the halftime shows.
Do you think it was because of those comments?
No, I think Charles Barkley knew he wasn't going to be going, so that's why he said those things.
He said what he said.
Right? Yeah. No, I think he kind of he might seem a little slow, but I think he's got some wits about him. Speaking of slow, dude, Lucas just continues to look slow. He just, I don't understand. He's like the baseball version, or the basketball version of a changeup in baseball. You know what I'm saying? He's just super slow, but it works.
It does work, yeah.
That's the only thing I can compare it to.
No, he's definitely slow. It's not just looks. It's a slow thing. But he's very decisive in his moves. So it's not like he has any hesitation or second guessing himself. When he makes a move, he makes a move.
His vision is spectacular.
Yep.
He knows where he's gonna go, and even though it might take him a million years to get there, he'll get there.
He will get there.
Yeah. One thing I did want to comment on the table at the halftime show, whenever Charles Barkley, Kenny and Shaq are all sitting there.
Yeah.
It looks so fucking small. It looks like a tiny miniature table with all these giant fucking dudes sitting at it.
Just like a table for ants?
Table for ants. Needs to be at least 3 times this size. Good Lord. Step it up, TNT.
If you're going to put the biggest basketball players in NBA history around it.
Yeah. 3 times. One stat I saw, and I can't remember where I didn't go looking for this, but I can't remember where I heard it. But the Warriors are 18-0 in series in the playoffs under Steve Kerr in the Western Conference. So in the playoffs, every single series that they have played under Steve Kerr, they have won. They are 18-0.
So if they don't make the playoffs, they don't go to the finals.
Exactly. So those 2 years that they didn't go to the playoffs were because of injuries. That's when they didn't have an opportunity to lose a series in the Western Conference. So yeah, they're 18-0 under Steve Kerr in the Western Conference in the playoffs.
So he's got that first, you're either first or your last mentality.
Yeah. When it comes to the West, it's like, all right, we're either going all the way or we're just not going to go at all.
We're not going to go at all.
No. Yeah, I thought that was fucking crazy. Do you have anything else on the Golden State versus Mavs? Let's get to
I guess the last little thing was, did you see the free throw? That also added to the craziness of that game 4. When Draymond Green threw shot the free throw and it landed on the rim.
Yes.
On top of the rim. It wasn't like the stuck like you normally see.
The stuck part.
Whereas side of the rim and the side of the backboard. No, this was on top of the rim. I don't know if you could ever replicate that shot.
You can't ever do that again.
No.
He can try it for 100 years and he'll never do it.
I think the stadium went the loudest it ever did that game.
I would have too. Yeah, it's insane.
Oh, it is incredible.
It defies the laws of physics.
Yep.
All right, well, let's get to the Miami-Boston series, because this one, we finally got some good games. Well, we got two good games.
And we got to Game 7.
We got a Game 7. Game 7 was really good. Boston fans were, they were pissing themselves that last 2 minutes of Game 7.
Yeah.
They almost came back.
Yep.
That was really close. Let's talk about Game 5. It was terrible basketball.
Yeah,
that was just really bad.
It was the same as what we had always been seeing.
I know, and but dude, I'm not gonna lie, man. I just Kyle Lowry kind of sucks. I mean, he's chonky, and he kind of sucks now. He doesn't play any defense. He doesn't he's not nimble anymore, so he can't run around people. So he just runs right at him.
Yep.
He's a thick boy. He's getting old. He's 36 years old. Yeah, I keep forgetting that. But yeah,
that is old.
Yeah, I know.
I didn't even think that he would be that old.
For the NBA, that is very old.
I guess him and DeMar DeRozan just spent so much time together in Toronto that just didn't realize how much time actually went by.
Right? Yeah. No. Hey, he's got a ring though.
But I will say this for that game. We're talking about Game 5. It was 59-58 till almost before the fourth quarter, and then at the start of the fourth quarter, it went up to 72-58.
Right, I understand that, and I get that, and close games are good, but it was still bad basketball. It was a close game, but bad basketball. That's it. I don't know. It was Game 6 was a little better because Jimmy Buckets dropped a 47-point game.
Yep.
Which I fucking love Jimmy Butler, but that poor man can't do it by himself. They need Tyler Hero, or they miss Tyler Hero for sure. I don't know. Kyle Lowry's supposed to be that Robin guy. He's not, and like I was saying, he's not it.
Yeah, no, they definitely missed Tyler Hero. I mean, Tyler Hero kind of maybe solidified himself with this playoff as becoming a starter, like he's actually talking about. His goal is to be a starter next year, and I mean, shoot, I don't know why I can't see why that wouldn't be the case,
right?
You know?
Yeah.
After what he did during the playoffs, he's won the 6-man award. I mean, I feel like 6-man award, unless you voluntarily decide to do that next year, it literally is like a promotion to you being the starter.
That's true. It is. That's how you get a promotion.
Yeah. Is that, that 6-man of the year award, it's basically everybody saying, yeah, you probably shouldn't have been on the bench.
Exactly. Yes.
But sometimes people embrace that role, and I get it. They're like the backup quarterback. They love that. They love their backup quarterback role. Like Nick Foles, he loves being a backup way more than being a starter.
Right.
I mean, obviously he thrives on it. So, and then Manu Ginobili, I mean, he liked coming off the bench a lot of times late in his career.
Yeah. Luke McCown.
Yep.
Did in those backup generators in that commercial.
Yep.
People just they like being that guy.
They like being the backup.
It's a good role.
Yep.
I like it too. And everybody needs that guy. But yeah, they should call the Sixth Man of the Year award the promotion award.
The promotion award.
That's basically what it is.
Yeah.
But dude, I saw a stat. This was crazy. So for Game 5 and Game 6, I believe, or Game 4 and Game 5. Yeah, Game 4 and Game 5 for the Heat. So Max Strus and Kyle Lowry went a combined 1 for 28 field goals.
Holy cow!
They were 1 for 19 from 3-point. Like Jimmy Butler can't do it all. You can't suck.
Yeah.
Like he'll do what he does, but you can't suck that bad.
Yeah.
I mean, and I'm like,
Jimmy Butler's not one that wants to just have to do it all. He actually is one of the more team-oriented superstars in the league.
Yes.
He's like, it's me and my team. Like we're doing this together, and like he still doesn't get any help.
no, he loves his boys, and like that's just a testament to how good he's been doing. But they work him too much. Like in Game 7, this is a good segue to Game 7. He played all 48 minutes of Game 7. Like. Yep. That last shot, yeah, sure, it was probably an ill-advised 3. He should have taken it to the basket, but I guarantee you the reason why he didn't take it to the basket is because he was fucking gassed.
Like fatigued.
Yeah, dude. If he hadn't played, like maybe if they had given him a break, he might have been like, "Oh, I have enough energy to take on Al Horford at the rim, and I'm definitely gonna win." Or if not, I'll at least get some free throws.
I mean, Phil Jackson understood. Even the best player, Michael Jordan, in NBA history, had to take breaks in order for him to be clutch in the fourth quarter when they needed him.
Right. It's basic, just being a human being. Like
Yep.
you get tired.
Yep.
And for like, if you're exerting yourself like Jimmy Butler did for 48 fucking minutes, yeah, I would have taken a 3-2.
Yep.
Yeah.
I will say this: there was some off the court action that was actually pretty fun.
Yeah. What was that?
So basically, after game 6, when Jimmy Buckets had his 47-point burger, he was getting interviewed with Kyle Lowry. And so, in one of the things, obviously being the humble guy that he is, he was like, "Oh yeah, I think I did pretty decent that game." And at that moment, you see Kyle Lowry just make this face, like
well, what the fuck are you talking
yeah.
about? Yeah.
So then the reporter actually goes up, and the next question is asked Kyle Lowry. She's like, "Well, we saw your face whenever when we asked Jimmy about how he did, and he said he thinks he did decent. What do you think?" And he's like, "He did fucking incredible."
Well, he did.
And then he had to catch himself immediately and be like, "Oh shoot, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that." Like, NBA, don't find me.
Oh, they should be able to cuss. Like,
yeah.
They shouldn't. Well, no, I kind of like having it live, but I don't know. They should do whatever they do, like in recorded concerts, like the you remember the Imagine Dragons Kendrick Lamar,
where you bleep it?
Yeah, they kind of like, it was like a couple of seconds behind so that they could kind of bleep it out. That's what they should do for these press conferences. I like it being live, but have it like a couple of seconds behind so that, if they happen to slip, you can bleep it out.
You can bleep it out. Yep.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then Jimmy Butler retaliated a little bit afterwards, and he's like, "No, fine him. He's like, "I've gotten fined so much. Fine him."
He's just fucking sick of it. He's like, dude, the rules on cussing is, I mean, I understand why they're there, but they're strict.
Yeah.
And getting fined like $15,000 for saying the F word.
Oh yeah. Now, what did you think about Haslam coming out with the Draymond Green comments?
Udonis Haslem?
Yep.
The greatest player to ever play in Miami Heat? I'm just kidding. The most important player.
Yeah, right. Well, no, did you see, first off, did you see Draymond Green's comments?
What did he say?
So Draymond Green was saying, after they won their series, was talking about how they were talking about who they were going to be playing the next, like what's the strategy when preparing for your next opponent. And he's like, well, when we're playing the Celtics, and like just immediately assumed that they were playing the Celtics.
Oh yeah.
So that gave a little bit of fuel for the Heat, although I think Haslam gave his cards too early. Because there was, after Game 6, when they tied up the series, he went up to the announcer and was like, "Hey, you can thank Draymond for me.
He said it too early?
Yes, he sold it too early.
Oh, you got to say it after you win.
Yeah, exactly. Because that's the thing. I get it was giving y'all motivation, and I get that's why y'all won Game 6, but there's a Game 7. You hadn't won the series yet. Don't sell it out yet.
Oh,
you know?
Man, he spoke too soon.
He spoke way too soon.
No.
But...
Bad Adonis. Now
I think
you are no longer the most important player.
If you're going to use something for fuel, don't use it for publicity sake.
Yes,
you got to use it for personal use.
It's a private thing.
Yes.
Once you make it public, it is no longer fuel. It actually is fuel that's working against you. So you give the fuel, like gas is expensive already.
Yeah.
So you give that expensive gas to the other team.
Yeah.
Now they get free gas to use against you.
Exactly.
They're charged up and fucking ready to go.
Yep, because I guarantee you, Game 7, they were thinking, okay, well, they're fueled up because of the Draymond Green comments. So, like, now
we got to get extra fueled up.
We got to get extra fueled up. Yep.
On their fuel.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, we figured that out. One more thing I wanted to talk about. I don't know what you have left, but the Max Strus heel shot.
That's the last thing I actually had.
Right, perfect. Because, like, here's the thing. People were saying, oh, it's if they had counted that as a 3, it would have been blah 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 blah. Like it would have changed the game. No, you still would have lost by 1, right? They technically still would have lost by 1.
Mathematically speaking.
Right. Again, now this is obviously all hypothetical because you can't you can't predict that the game would end the same way if they counted that 3.
Yeah.
Because obviously the situations would be different. You would play the game different. Mm-hmm. But I think you could have slid $1 under that heel.
I think there was some space. I don't
think he's... Okay, but this kind of sets a bad precedent, though. So that means they can review any shot at any point in the game? Is that what that means? Because, like,
was it a challenge?
No, they called it, like...
That's right.
10 to 15 minutes after the shot happened.
Yeah.
I don't think... that's not a good thing. Imagine if that happened in baseball. Like, you can't... That's impossible. Like, what? Like, oh, hey, by the way, yeah, that pitch was a strike, but that was 7 batters ago. Let's go redo the fucking inning.
Yeah.
You can, like... Or, like... In football, oh yeah, he actually he caught that ball. So yeah, get the offense back out on the field.
That's true.
Like, what? What? No, when the call is a call, it's the done deal.
It's done.
Yeah. You know, it just blew my mind. Like 15 minutes later, oh, by the way, that didn't count.
Yeah, that is true because then at a certain point, then you can dictate games while like as games are going on, which. Yeah.
Nobody wants that.
No. It messes up with the flow of it.
Like, yeah, exactly. The refs are already too heavily involved in the NBA as it is.
Yep.
Don't want him to be more.
Yeah.
I like the Jeff Van Gundy. He was like, there was, who was it? It was like, I think it was Kyle Lowry had like a little hesitation move. And Jeff Van Gundy was like, oh, nice hezzy move.
Ooh, hezzy move.
Yeah. I kind of liked it.
Look at Van Gundy getting with it.
Yeah, he's up with the times. He's woke. He's with the new kids.
Yep.
The young guys. All right, well let's get to the preview. Let's get to the Warriors and Celtics. Yeah. Do you have your projection? Do you want to start with that, or do you want to go do you want to talk about it first?
We can talk about it first.
Okay.
And that way we'll give the projection. But
all right, let's talk about it first. So in my opinion, I think Miami kind of gave the Warriors the blueprint on how to beat the Celtics.
Okay. And you know what that is? Well, what that is?
Basically, Draymond Green is going to shut down Al Horford. And all you got to do is keep Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. Like, maybe not, you don't have to shut them down, but make it to where Marcus Smart has to shoot the ball.
So, Klay Thompson's a very good defensive player. And so, actually, honestly, Andrew Wiggins has solidified himself as a better defender.
Andy, you're a star. That's a killer song.
So, who does Wiggins guard then?
I think he guards Tatum.
Guards Tatum, yeah.
If I'm being honest, I think he guards Tatum. I think Klay guards Jaylen Brown.
I think so too, because I think Jason Tatum is the I guess, the head of the snake in the type of sense. Like,
Right.
you would, like, even though Klay Thompson is really, really good, everybody thinks of Steph. And
Right.
when Steph is, like, on fire, like, it's just unstoppable.
Right. So that's when the Warriors are on defense.
Yeah.
Now-
But, yeah. So
Okay,
when they're
sorry.
on defense. No,
Right.
what I was going to say is I think that's the same thing with the Celtics. When Jason Tatum's, like, hot, he's just unstoppable. When Jaylen Brown, it's a good support.
Right. I agree. Now, when Boston's on defense, they have their positions and they play them, but they kind of rotate everywhere. They
do rotate. They do
you know what I'm
rotate.
saying?
Rotate defense.
But like I said, I think Draymond's gonna just eat Al Horford alive, and they're gonna make Marcus Smart take those threes because if you saw in Game 7, Miami was just they keyed in on Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum, left Marcus Smart wide open, like for multiple shots, and Marcus Smart just missed him because he's a defensive player. He's not like a mid to 3-point range shooter.
Yeah,
that's just how he plays basketball.
Yeah.
So I think Miami kind of gave the Warriors the blueprint.
Yeah, and I would have to say that the Warriors definitely are the favorites in the sense of when teams are playing small ball. Mm-hmm. Even though like the Warriors play small ball, but they favor on somebody who also plays small ball.
Correct.
I think for the Warriors you have to be able to play big man ball in order to beat them.
Yeah.
With some outside shooting as well.
Mm-hmm. I don't disagree with that. I don't disagree with that at all. I think it's going to be a dogfight regardless, especially down low. I think it's just like Robert Williams versus JaVale McGee, Al Horford.
JaVale McGee probably won't be playing too much.
You don't think so? Not against Robert Williams?
No, they've been playing Looney.
Yeah, that's
Clavon
true.
Looney.
Yeah.
Who actually had a big game last game to kind of finish off the series.
Mm-hmm.
But I think Robert Williams actually has the edge on that one.
Do you?
Yep. A little bit taller, kind of more of a bigger frame.
Mm-hmm. I don't know, man. Both these teams are really evenly matched, and that's why this is going to be fucking insane. I think the Warriors are going to win in 5.
I've got Warriors in 6.
Okay, so you think Warriors are going to win in Boston?
In Boston. Yep.
See, I think it'll be a gentleman's sweep. I think Warriors will win. They'll win the first 2 games, take 1 or 2 in the next 2, and then finish it off in Game 5.
So the real question is, are you putting money on this?
No.
Okay, so this might actually be good.
Yeah, no, I will. Actually, you know what? For the people, I'll put money on this.
You're gonna put money on it?
Actually, I take that back. You know what? I won't because I have a future on the Warriors, and this has nothing to do with my future that I had previously put on the Warriors. I actually think they're gonna win in 5. But yes, I have a future on the Warriors, and I didn't have a future on Boston. So, yeah, I have money on it. So there you go. You should definitely fade it. I already have money on it. But yeah, as far as the conference finals go, the only team I had money still on. I bet a bunch of futures way back mid NBA season. Mm-hmm. So I put on like the Nets, the 76ers, the Suns, the Warriors. I did not put any on the Celtics, the Heat, or the Mavs. I just had some on the Warriors, and I actually put some on the Memphis Grizzlies because I thought they might be able to, but
that was during the season, huh?
It was during the season.
Yep.
Yes, it was like I said, halfway through the NBA season.
Gotcha.
So, and this was before the Nets 76ers trade and everything.
Yep.
So,
yep.
Yeah. Anything else on the preview? So you got Warriors Game 6. I got Warriors in Game 5.
Yep.
I know we're gonna have a couple of friends that are gonna be extremely pissed off at us, but. You know who you are, Andy. What? Yeah. That's just the way I'm feeling it. I'm going with like my gut feeling here.
I know this is like, I mean, as of late, Golden State's been one of the hottest offensive teams, and as of late, Boston's been one of the hottest defensive teams. So that's going to be where their strength lies. So I always try to look at the secondary part of their games, and the Warriors are still a pretty good defensive team too,
yeah.
And I just don't see the Celtics matching up with their offensive skills. I think they can be good at times, which is why I'm giving them 2 games. But I just don't think they'll be able to close it out.
The Celtics offense makes too many mistakes.
Yep.
They make way too many mistakes. They could afford to do it against the Heat. They will not be able to afford to do it against the Warriors because the Warriors will make you pay.
Yep.
They will make you pay every time you fuck up. Yeah, that was good. I like that preview. I had a couple other things in the NBA before we get to OT-DISH. The Cavs hired Luke Wilson as an assistant coach.
Not our brother, or not the.
I'm sorry, Luke
not
Walton.
the actor.
Well, Luke Walton. That's
Luke
what
Walton.
I meant. Yeah, Luke Walton. They hired Luke Walton. I forgot Luke Walton played his last 2 seasons at the Cavs, like a decade ago.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah, I always.
That's
forgot.
a good little fun fact.
Yeah. Cavs hired Luke Walton. He is on. He's on JB Bickerstaff's staff.
JB's Bickerstaff staff.
Yeah, that's honestly the only reason why I brought this up, just so I can say JB Bickerstaff's staff.
Yep. I remember whenever he was the hottest name in the coaching industry.
Yeah, right?
Right before he took over the Lakers job. Lakers will do that. They'll ruin anybody.
They ruined Luke Walton. So I guess one of the bigger things besides the playoffs was the Lakers found the coach, right?
Yes.
Darvin Ham.
Darvin Ham.
Now, I remember talking to you about this because I was very, very puzzled about the 4-year contract.
Yes.
I didn't really understand it.
Yeah.
You did clarify it for me. But, yeah, you want to go ahead. Give your clarification because I was very confused, and it took me a while to understand why they gave 4 years when LeBron has maybe 2 years left.
I was confused about your confusion.
Why?
So
because you thought it was very, very...
Well, because I thought it was pretty standard coaching contract.
It is a standard coaching contract, but with the predicament that the Lakers are in, with Westbrook probably not going to be there next year, LeBron maybe having 2 years left, if that... and then nobody knows what Anthony Davis is going to do.
No, it makes sense. But at the same time, it's almost like free agency money right now. Like, none of it matters. Like, how many years you have on a contract, how much money you're making. I mean, if they want to fire him after 1 year, they're going to fire him after 1 year.
Right.
And if he sucks that bad.
And like we said, it's basically a safety net.
Yeah. And if he's good, they're just going to give him extended years on his contract. They're just going to extend the contract.
Right. Which is it's typical nowadays.
Exactly. So I guess I wasn't understanding the confusion because now I get it whenever you explain your point of view about the status of the team and stuff. Right. But I just was thinking from like a coach's standpoint, like what you have to give your coach, allow your coach enough time to prove themselves, like prove their worth. Yeah, but 4 years is not bad.
Right, and I agree with that. But it's just in today's NBA, it's just like whatever the next move is the most important.
So let me answer this, or let me get you to answer this real quick. How many years do you think it should have been?
2.
2 years.
Yeah, 2-year deal, easy. Because that's about what you're gonna have LeBron for, if that. And then you have an easy out after that.
So basically, if LeBron leaves, you got to get rid of your coach.
Right. Now, I guess the way it was set up, they wouldn't have been able to get him unless they did. Because from what I've heard, Darvin Ham is a pretty good coach. He was a pretty good assistant at the Bucks. Like, I mean, a lot of people are vouching for him and stuff like that. So I guess that's what they had to give him in order to hire him. That's what I'm guessing.
I don't think anybody really wanted to take on this job. I think you had to make it appealing. Like how many coaches they went through.
I know we talked about this last time, but yeah, you're absolutely right. This is not a very appealing job as much as you would think. Yeah, with the flashy LA
lifestyle and culture and the tradition and stuff like that, nobody really wants this job. And the announcers were sick and tired of actually talking about it.
Yeah, that is true. You're not wrong.
So you got to take that into account. I mean, you got to lure the coach to actually be your coach too.
True. They had to put a bigger bait on it. Huh?
Yep. Like, hey, we'll tempt you with actually, thinking that you will still stick around after LeBron leaves.
Right. You think that. Although he might turn out to be a good coach. Who knows? We'll see. You got anything else in the NBA?
I think that's about it.
All right. Well, let's go into OT-DISH. Let's see. I'll start.
Okay.
In 1927, because this one baffled me. I'm still trying to picture how it went. In 1927, the Tigers first baseman Johnny Noon. Johnny Noon. That's it. The Tigers first baseman Johnny Noon makes an unassisted triple play. So I don't understand exactly how that would work. My guess is there was a pop-up. There was a runner. There was a runner at first base and a runner at third base. And there was a pop-up. The runner at first base darted to second base, not thinking that Johnny Noon would catch the ball. He caught the ball, tagged first base, and then saw the guy running home from third base and ran and tagged him out too, for some reason not throwing it to his catcher. That's the only thing I can think. Like I don't understand how he.
Well, what about if he was a first baseman?
Yeah, he's a first baseman.
He's a first baseman, so he's going to be close to the first base.
So that's what I'm saying. There had to already been a runner at first who took off to second base while he caught the pop-up. That's the double play. Now, where the triple play comes in, I don't know.
Maybe what about the person at, what if there was a person at first, person at second? Mm-hmm. You catch the pop fly, and
you have to tag first,
get the person that was previously on first, and then run to second.
And then right. Okay, so that's essentially what I was saying. Except instead of running to second, he ran home to home plate.
Well,
and tagged the guy at home. So like the guy from third ran all the way home and because he thought that he wasn't going to catch the ball. So he caught the ball, tagged first, ran all the way home to tag the guy who ran home. I don't know. It was kind of hurting my brain.
Do they have a highlight reel of that?
I hope so. I'll look it up.
1927.
1927. Yeah. I don't know. They have those like black and white like videos that always seem to be in fast forward with like some crazy like little music in the background. Yeah, exactly. Like Looney Tune music in the background. Yeah. But why do those old videos always seem to be on fast forward? Like it's like fast forwarded like 4 times. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just like, did they not have like real time cameras back then?
No, I don't think so.
No,
and then I mean, my guess is that it takes pictures, and they don't have that many pictures, so they have to like speed it up fast.
Oh, I got you.
You know how like the video will take like pictures per second per like millisecond, whatnot.
Yeah.
Their cameras were very slow, so you had to fast forward it to actually make it seem like it was live.
And then I just picture cartoon music in the background every time.
Yep.
I think it comes with it. It's standard, right?
Yep.
So in 1879 on this date, Madison Square Garden opened.
Whoa,
that's big.
That's
big. I mean, I didn't know it was that long ago. Holy shit. Madison Square Garden's been around since 1879.
It's crazy that Madison Square Garden will switch up basketball and hockey.
Oh, I love it.
That's crazy to think about it.
They'll do it like that.
Yeah.
It's awesome. My last one, I have 2 more, but I see you have you have my one of mine.
Well, we could talk about it together.
We'll talk about it together. But 1948, Tommy Lasorda strikes out 25 Amsterdam rug makers in 15 innings.
Holy
I don't know what any of those words mean.
I like the word rug makers.
Yeah, what the fuck is an Amsterdam rug maker? And he struck out 25 of them in 15 innings. Tommy Lasorda is just born different.
He's born different.
Yeah, that man is.
Well, rug makers probably were actual rug makers.
You think they were actually rug makers?
And they
Amsterdam
needed a baseball team, and they just recruited those guys.
They recruited people who just sewed in rugs. I don't know, dude. But yeah,
not big baseball players.
Not big baseball guys. Tommy Lasorda was a big baseball guy. He had anger issues, but he was a big baseball guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right, so let's go to yours, because I see yours, and I kind of want to talk about them.
Okay, so we got a couple of them here. I went a little bit newer on some stuff, but first one I'll go with is 1985. The New Orleans Saints are sold for $70 million, $204,000.
That is so cheap.
Yeah, that is dirt cheap for a franchise.
Dirt cheap.
Right now. But yeah, Todd Benson. Tom Benson.
Tom Benson? Is that when he bought it?
That's when he bought it.
1985.
Big businessman for New Orleans.
Yep, huge.
Next one I got, 2015, Harriet Thompson, 92 years old, 65 days, becomes the oldest woman to compete in a marathon.
Complete a marathon. Yeah, no, I saw that one. That's pretty. Bless you. That's pretty impressive.
She finished it in 7 hours, 24 minutes, and 36 seconds.
I beat that old bitch. You got nothing on me.
Yeah, I'm glad I'm glad you beat the
92-year-old. Yeah, I schooled her, bro. I beat her by fucking 2 hours, man. That's slow ass motherfucker.
Yep. I had to check though. I had to check to see because with it being the women's like oldest, I was like, well, let's see if they beat the guys. But Faja Singh
was 100 years old in 2011 and completed a marathon.
Really? What did he do it in?
I didn't get the time on that.
Oh man,
that was a little bit hard to come by.
I probably still would have beat that old bitch too. Bro, that running that marathon was. It was the worst decision I've ever made in my entire life. I cried multiple times during that marathon. It was terrible.
Yep. I feel like there's a lot of emotions that roll on.
Dude, it's the roller coaster of emotions during that race. Like you go through like why am I doing this to I'm the fucking man. I just went through mile marker 15 to oh my god, my entire leg is one giant cramp. And then to yeah, you know what? I'm probably going to quit. I'm on mile 23. I still got 3 fucking miles. I have an entire 5K to go. And I don't know if I can. I'm waddling like a duck.
Yep.
And then whenever you actually cross the finish line, it's probably the most satisfying feeling of all time. You're fucking like I was so goddamn pumped. And then I just passed out. And I ate a triple baconator from Wendy's because that was my reward.
Nice. There you go.
Yeah. Anyways, let's get back.
Gotcha. All right. Well, we'll go back to running here in a second, but go back to NBA. In 2002, the New Jersey Nets defeat the Celtics to advance
to their first NBA Finals.
Was this with Jason Kidd?
Yep.
You got Jason Kidd, Richard Jefferson, and
Kenyon Martin were all on that team.
Oh, yeah. That was a good Nets team.
Yep. First time they went to the NBA Finals.
Nice.
So, and then lastly, 2008, and this is the big one.
This is the one I was excited about.
Usain Bolt breaks the world record in the 100-meter sprint, 9.272 seconds.
Holy cow.
Dude, I remember watching that like it was yesterday.
Oh yeah,
it's like absolutely. Where were you when Usain Bolt broke the record?
I think 2008 was my most watched Olympics that I sat down and personally watched.
It's the same with me, and I think it's because we were so invested in Michael Phelps.
Yep.
Because we were both swimmers in high school, so we were so invested in Michael Phelps that like I just wanted to watch every single. That might have been the greatest Summer Olympics of all time.
I think so.
I think it was probably the greatest Summer Olympics of all time.
But I didn't want to say it because I felt like I would be biased. But personally, I think I think it actually is.
That's when Summer Olympics peaked.
I think so.
It peaked in 2008.
Yep.
Like Mark Spitz was awesome in swimming back in 1985, but in 2000, I truly believe in 2008, it peaked.
Yeah, because we had what was it? We had Michael Phelps. That was his prime. We had Usain Bolt. That was just
peak track,
ungodly at that time.
Like we'll go fact check it, but yeah, I'm pretty sure 2008 was peak Summer Olympics.
Yeah. I've never, still to this day, never seen somebody in my entire life celebrate before he crosses the finish line in an Olympics.
And I'm talking well before he crosses the finish line.
Oh, yeah.
He could easily beat that 9.72.
Yeah. I mean, like, at that point, it wasn't anything about the time. It was literally just about, like, if he was going to be best in the world.
Right.
That's all he cared about.
No, yeah. And he like, looked around. He's like, yeah, fuck off.
I win this.
I win. Well, all right. Let's go to let's do some NFL talk.
All right.
There's not too much going on, but the NFL starts in 100 days. 100 days from today, the NFL begins. I am fucking pumped. Fucking pumped.
Yep. We got some big things in store for our next season.
Yeah, next season's gonna be fucking great. I want to start with Colin Kaepernick. He worked out for the Raiders.
Yep.
And I'm honestly, me personally, at this point, I hope he gets a job. I want him to get a job. I kind of want to see him play again because he was electric at the 49ers. But like I said, I think I said it 2 episodes ago. He just if you don't play for 8 years, it shows. It's gonna show. You have no action for 8 years.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, you're not going to be the same fucking quarterback.
No.
And that's why like they said all the reports were like, "Hey, yeah, it was positive, it was good, but there's no contract. There's nothing.
There's not going to be a contract."
You know, I hope there is, but I think he's lost his step. I really do.
Yeah. Do you think if he signs with the Raiders that he'll get arrested later on that year?
Yes, that's been the trend. Yes,
I mean,
absolutely.
I'm not saying anything against. I mean, like saying it has anything as his personality. I just.
Yeah, I don't.
It's pretty typical.
I don't know the man. We don't know the man.
Yeah.
He could be the nicest guy ever, but the Raiders will turn him into a criminal.
Yep.
So, yeah. What else? What you got on the NFL?
Well, there was a couple of different things.
We got some Jameis Winston highlights,
please,
of course.
Give me some Jameis Winston in my life.
Got to. So Jameis Winston has a quote this week. So he was describing Chris Olave, his new acquired target.
Yes.
And giving him the description, he is as smooth as the other side of the pillow. Getting really sexual with it.
Can you repeat that?
Chris Olave is as smooth as the other side of a pillow.
See, I always thought of the other side of the pillow in reference to like an ice cube.
But it was still smooth.
He thinks it's smooth.
Like, I guess when you're resting on one side, it might get like a little wrinkly because it gets squished in, and then you switch it over to the other side.
Oh, I'm thinking he like flips the pillow over.
Yeah, you flip the pillow over.
Yeah, when you flip the pillow over, that's the cold side.
But it's also going to be cold, yes. You're absolutely right.
It's smooth and cold.
I think it's more of a girl's thing that they think about as far as the smoothness of it because of the wrinkles it creates on their face.
Is Jameis Winston into? Is he trying?
He's very into his face.
Okay, so he's trying to watch his face.
Yeah, he's trying to watch the wrinkles on his face.
Oh, he probably does like face masks and stuff.
Yep.
Oh.
Well, all the interviews about him loving football, he's got to make sure he's got to have a good headshot.
He just realized how much he loves football, apparently.
Yeah.
Which I'm excited about because Jameis Winston with eyesight and now how much now he realizes he loves football. Bro, we're going to the fucking ship.
Now, we might want to pump the brakes on that.
So it was reported during OTAs.
Oh, no.
He had a visible limp going on. Now, granted, he did tear his ACL.
No, that's a pimp walk.
Oh, it's a pimp walk?
Yeah, that's just Jameis Winston being Jameis Winston, man. He probably stole some fucking crawfish the other day, and he's just like feeling good about himself, you know? Yeah, he's just that's just his pimp walk, bro. He's just feeling himself.
Gotcha. Okay.
So wait, but was he really limping?
Apparently had a visible limp going on. But, I mean, they were talking about it, and, the timetable of when he tore his ACL and to where it is now, like, he shouldn't actually be 100% just yet.
Gotcha.
He should be ready during, like, fall practice and stuff and preseason, but he should actually, with the injury that he got, he shouldn't actually be ready. So it's not like a too major of a concern.
Okay. All right, well, we have a backup plan. Drew Brees. Yes.
Yep.
And then a backup plan with Baker Mayfield, maybe?
I guess so. Baker's a saint now.
Who would? Yeah, apparently. Who would you rather, Baker Mayfield or Drew Brees? Like old Drew Brees or right now Baker Mayfield?
I almost want to say Drew Brees.
I think I want Drew Brees too.
Just because, like, the thing is like at this point, or when we would actually sign him on, Drew Brees would have a better understanding of the offense than Baker would. Like, Drew Brees would be ready to win now.
Right, Drew Brees played with Dennis Allen for a while.
Yes. Well, not Dennis Allen, but the offense coordinator, Pete Carmichael.
Right.
Pete Carmichael is still the same offense coordinator that was there whenever he was there.
But he knows Dennis Allen. He played with Dennis Allen for a little bit too. Like, I mean, obviously Dennis Allen was the defensive coordinator. But...
Yeah, he still knows Dennis Allen.
Okay, all right, cool. Yeah, no, I'm with you. I'd rather Drew Brees. So I saw this. Steve Smith is joining the Giants coaching staff. He's an assistant coach.
Oh, Steve Smith.
Yeah, I did. That threw me for a loop.
Wide receiver coach?
I don't know. It's just that assistant. I'm sure that's probably what it is. But he did tweet this. He said straight from the source. So he said it himself. He says no need for Adam Schefter or Ian Rappaport. I don't know if he has beef with them, but he didn't want that information coming from them.
Is he becoming the new Adam Schefter?
Ooh.
Ian Rappaport?
Oh, I would love it if Steve Smith became a reporter.
Like
because he's such an angry, biased man that
one of the breaking news, yeah. Like whereas like Schefter and Rappaport would give you like professional like updates and stuff like that, he'd just give you like the gangster outlook on everything.
Yes,
but
yes. It would be accurate.
It would be accurate. It'd be firsthand news. Like it'd be the first like breaking news that you get. But it'd be like
we need a gangster reporter.
We need a gangster reporter.
Yes, I agree. Like, I mean, you're gonna be reporting gangster shit. You got to report it in a gangster fashion.
It reminds me of the Key and Peele. Was it the interpreter?
Yeah. For the Obama.
The presidential interpreter.
Yes. Okay. So basically, what Steve Smith needs to do is just sit behind Adam Schefter and just when Adam Schefter talks, Steve Smith just translates it into gangster.
Into gangster.
Oh, I love it. That's perfect. Yes. All right. So Steve Smith is the gangster Adam Schefter.
Gangster Adam Schefter.
Good. I'm glad we figured that out. They don't have beef. They're just like essentially the same person.
Yeah. It's competition at this point.
Yeah. Okay. I have one more thing. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers signed Akeem Hicks. That was a huge one because I think that means Ndamukong Suh is gone, right?
He definitely didn't get re-signed.
Right. So like that's like a kind of like he sealed the envelope type thing.
Yep. It kind of went under the radar a little bit of the signing, but it's kind of a big deal.
That's a huge signing.
Because Akeem Hicks is very, very good.
Him and Vita Vea?
Yeah, and the thing is he's still got a little bit left in the tank if he's got the right motivation. And what better motivation do you need than playing with Tom Brady?
Tom Brady, yeah. And then they got that second-round pick, Logan Hall. That should be pretty good.
Yep.
Like the Tampa Bay Buccaneers needed any more weapons on defense, but that's huge.
Yep.
It's massive. What do you got anything else on the NFL?
NFL? Well, did you? I know one thing that kind of got big was the Javon Kinlaw and the getting into it with the local reporter Grant Cohn.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw that.
What exactly happened?
So basically, this Grant Cohn guy is a video blogger. I actually watched a couple of his videos on YouTube, like reacting to this entire scene. Like apparently he like interviewed Javon Kinlaw and everything, but apparently he gives his perspective of San Francisco sports, and he kind of was just shitting on Kinlaw. So he was at one of the practices one time, and Kinlaw like spotted him out and like went up to him and confronted him. Like I guess there was a couple of hats flying off and whatnot, and
really?
He was getting called a little bitch by Kinlaw. It was pretty funny, to be honest with you.
Dude, I love that. Yeah. I think reporters should get called out on their bullshit. If you're literally posting shit just for clicks, like if you're posting clickbait shit, then you should have a confrontation with that person you are writing about.
Kittle, Debo,
and Armstead all backed Kinlaw up.
Fuck yes.
Yeah, this guy, he's a little. Yeah. I was like watching him. He's a little punk. He's that guy that literally he has the AirPods and he has the video out and he's like, "Hey guys, this is Grant Cohn here. We
Oh, fuck that guy. Yeah. No, that's what I'm saying. Like I think that the players should get a say in what the reporters are reporting. Like in that way, like. I want to see. Come on, you can make an entire TV show about confrontations. Yep. You can call it confrontation, and then just have people who talk shit on other people confront each other.
Yeah, no, that's very true.
That would be great. That's a great idea. We should get that going.
Yep.
Call it TMZ or something.
But but I think that's about it. That's all I had.
Yeah.
On the NFL. We'll
let's get to talking soccer. I want to talk about soccer because. I got really pissed off because, unfortunately, my Liverpool team they lost.
Yep.
They lost 1-0.
That was the big game this weekend.
To the Real Madrid, I guess. But
I'll tell you what, I did get into it though. There was a lot of action going on.
Bro, soccer is fucking nuts, man.
It's pretty crazy.
It is absolutely wild. It is a different animal.
Yep.
The fans are different. Just the players in general are different.
Yep.
Like what was the goal? It was Liverpool scored. I wasn't able to watch the game, unfortunately, but
So it was Kareem. I might be mispronouncing this. I'm not very good with my
we probably
pronunciation.
are. Hey, just mispronounce it. Fuck it. It's soccer.
Kareem Benzema.
Benzema.
Disallowed goal. So that's how they call it. If a thing gets turned over, it was a controversial.
Disallowed?
It was a controversial disallowed goal.
Controversial disallowed goal.
So if something gets reversed or something like that,
Like, I do not allow you to
it's
have this
disallowed.
goal.
That was interesting, but that was
Apparently that was pretty controversial. I didn't exactly know the rules on why it was called back, but that was
I
obviously
don't understand soccer, so you could explain it to me, and I probably still wouldn't. Get
somebody
it.
was in a position that they shouldn't have been. I kind of translate it to like an offsides in a way.
Offside. So
offsides.
did they jump did they jump over the line of scrimmage?
There was actually they drew out they were able to draw out with the on the screen the lines, which I didn't understand because not everybody was lined up on the line like I normally see people on a line.
So there was no line of scrimmage. Where was the line of scrimmage?
It was just kind of arbitrary, on the field.
So they just make it up as they go?
I guess it's just kind of
that
imaginary.
doesn't make any sense because nobody's set. How are the people set in the position?
Well, somebody
in order to make the play.
Somebody was off because there was
somebody was offside. So somebody jumped over the line. So, who makes the line then? Do the refs make the line?
I guess that's why it was controversial.
Oh. So they have controversy in every soccer game because nobody knows where the fucking line is.
Where the line is. Yep.
God damn it, man. Soccer is the most confusing sport I've ever fucking seen in my life.
Yeah.
Didn't they have a skirmish with the fans?
Oh yeah, dude, ridiculous. So basically,
what was it?
it was a bunch of people getting pepper sprayed, and it wasn't even by cops.
Shit! There were fans pepper spraying fans,
and kids apparently got in.
What?
Yeah,
Dude.
And then there was ticketless fans,
individuals
that were forcing their way through the gates into the game.
So fans who didn't have tickets.
Yep. And then,
you got to say it in the British European way of saying things.
Oh,
how it's
soccer. How a coach gets sacked. You disallowed a goal.
Disallowed a goal. Ticketless.
Oh,
okay.
Fans being mugged
and intimidated.
They were intimidated. What did somebody beat their chest and look down on somebody?
I'm assuming it was more in reference to the mugging.
Oh, gotcha.
They were getting intimidated to get mugged, but they didn't get mugged because it was probably some guy that actually could defend himself.
Gotcha.
And then
all that led to fans being actually pinned in the stadium because of all the skirmish for hours.
Dude, that's like riot fuel.
Yeah, and then the French sports minister came out
and accused Liverpool of presenting 62,000
false tickets to get into the game.
62,000?
Yeah, they've apparently accused the Liverpool fans of trying to fake their tickets into the game.
I fucking love soccer.
It's nuts.
Dude, soccer's amazing, man.
Right.
These fans are fucking I thought us SEC football fans were wild.
No. This was some
next level shit.
This was Green Street hooligan shit.
That's that's probably based on a true story.
Yeah.
Green Street Hooligans is based on a true story for sure. If you have not watched it, 100% go watch it. You will want to start a fight after.
Right. But that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
So,
well, Real Madrid won. It was crazy. Not very happy about it. But yeah, that's Talkin Soccer. All right, let's get to some baseball news.
okay.
Did you? Honestly, I actually have no news about the sport of baseball at all.
Not really.
I have Tommy Pham was suspended 3 games for slapping teammate Jock Peterson during batting practice.
His own teammate?
Yes. Now here's why he slapped Jock Peterson.
Okay.
It was over fantasy football rules.
No.
And here's the thing. That is fine.
Yeah.
How angry have we gotten at each other? So we have a fantasy football league that is with it's basically a bunch of us our college friends that just keep in touch.
Yep.
Via fantasy football mostly, but
Yep.
yeah. We have had how many arguments over rules?
I feel like if we were all in a central place, like in a central location, we could have had some sort of result like this out of the fights that we've had.
Oh no, there wouldn't have been slapping. There would have been punching.
They would have been punching.
There would have been punching involved. Like
Yeah.
I'm talking like hospital bills involved.
but
so
that's-
I completely understand where Tommy Pham is coming from here.
And because it's the year of the slapping, he did it appropriately.
Right. Yes.
Because everybody's slapping everybody.
Everybody's be slapping it. Just Will Smith just started a chain of events, man.
Will Smith, and then who else? Well, Juwan Howard.
Juwan Howard. Yeah.
He slapped. What was the other one? I think there was one more. We'll think about it.
We'll figure it out. But I completely understand and I completely back Tommy Pham. He got suspended 3 games for it. But absolutely. Do you understand how heated the group chats get?
Oh, they get heated. Honestly, I think they should have just let that played out.
Yeah, just let it play out. Honestly, they could have probably made a TV show out of it. I mean, they made a TV show out of fantasy football before. They could have made just let it go.
It was more of a sitcom, but yeah, I get your
The
point.
League?
Yep.
Yeah. It's a great show.
But yeah, so
Shit gets heated, man.
it does.
Yeah. I mean, I completely agree. The only other baseball news I had was Derek Jeter joined Twitter.
Oh,
The captain joined
Okay.
Twitter. I'm excited about it. I followed him.
Yeah.
He was my childhood, star.
did Elon Musk recruit him?
Probably.
Because he's like, if I'm gonna make Twitter great again, like he's gotta.
Make Twitter great again.
He's like, I gotta get the most lovable people
Right.
in the entire world.
Well,
who
I
hates
don't know.
who hates Derek Jeter?
He's a biracial angel. Should have shot A-Rod.
But
You got any baseball news?
No.
Before we get to the match?
nope.
Yeah, let's get to the match.
All right. So the match is coming up tomorrow, Wednesday,
Yep.
on TNT.
Yep.
And it's going to be Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers versus Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes.
Yep.
Who do you think is going to win?
I'm gonna have to put my money on the old farts.
The old farts?
Yep.
Okay. For me, it depends on how many of Patrick Mahomes' family members are going to be there.
Ooh. Okay. What do you
'Cause-
think the wife's gonna be a distraction?
Yes.
And then Jackson is gonna be an embarrassment.
Yes.
And what is it? Any other family
No,
member?
those are the only two I was thinking of.
Yeah, that's the only
So
one
I'm
we
gonna
know.
go with Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers. So the way it's set up, it's match play. So basically, if you win the hole, you get 1 point. If you tie the hole, you're gonna get 0.5, and if you lose the hole, you get 0 points.
Okay.
And the way it goes is they alternate shots. So, for instance, Tom Brady, if he drives, then Aaron Rodgers is gonna get the second shot.
Okay.
And then if Aaron Rodgers happens to hit a green in regulation, Tom Brady is going to putt. And then let's just say Tom Brady misses the putt, Aaron Rodgers is going to putt.
Okay.
Until it goes in. And then they're just going to keep switching back and forth. Just like that.
Gotcha.
And I think it's conducive to Tom Brady and Patrick Mahomes. Or, I'm sorry, Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
Tom Brady's been there.
Well, and my thought process is this. So Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes, obviously young guys, they're probably getting into golf a little bit now, but they haven't really been playing much because when you're at that age, you're still young and still active and doing you're partying and everything. Whereas Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady, a little bit more older guys, they've devoted more time into more of their leisure time into playing activities like golf and such. And with Tom Brady's competitiveness, like, he's going to want to win.
Right. And
Like-
I mean, you can make the argument for the opposite. Like, the young guns are in better shape to play well. But
You could play old man golf. Like,
here's the thing. I'm going to bet on Tom Brady 10 times out of 10.
yep.
The only time I'm ever going to not bet on Tom Brady is when he's playing the Saints. That's it.
Or he's playing LeBron in hockey.
Yeah, yeah, that was wild. Unless he's playing LeBron in hockey. Yeah, I'm a bet on LeBron if he's playing hockey.
Yep.
I don't care how good of a skater Tom Brady is. You're not gonna beat. LeBron's gonna put one shoulder into you, and you're gonna just break.
Yeah, the whole body's gonna shatter.
Yeah, it's just gonna be like glass.
Yep.
So, you got anything else?
I think that's about it. I like the trash talking.
Aaron Rodgers was given calling. They were talking about social media, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I do some Instagram and some Twitter." He's like, "Mahomes probably does is on TikTok. I bet he gets it from his brother."
Oh man!
So the trash talking's already started for the match.
Bro, I hate Aaron Rodgers talking trash is it's one of those things that could get under your skin. Like rare, he's good at because he's not boisterous and he's not loud or anything.
Nope.
He's just he's subtle and he's conniving and he just seeps under your skin and just crawls up under there, man.
Yep.
It's fucking annoying. But
tell us how you really feel.
yeah, I'm not a big Aaron Rodgers guy. I respect him. He's probably the best quarterback in the league right now. But yeah, he's not my guy. He's got a punchable face.
Got a punchable face.
Yeah. Anyways, you got anything else?
I think that's about it.
All right. We'll see y'all next week, next Tuesday. Love y'all.
Later.